Hello everyone, this is Dr. B. Mahalakshmi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. I am going to give the lecture video about the course Digital and Mobile Forensics. Subject code is CCF 343. So this video gives a tutorial about the concept of unit to production order. Here, the production order, according to the Article 18 of the Cybercrime Conventions, allows for the use of the production orders to access digital evidence held by the third parties cooperating, that is international. Other countries also have to cooperate to access the digital evidence that should fulfill the law enforcement. So this order is applicable both for historical and future data. So productions order may be necessary even if the third party is cooperate due to the legal duties of confidentiality, data protection rules, or commercial preference. So here the digital evidence is like subscriber data such as identity data about subscribers to e-commerce services can be the subject to production order. So all should satisfy, as per the Article 18, they should satisfy the law enforcement. Next one is expediter reservation order, Article 16 and 17. So the expediter reservation order is used when police cannot immediately seize data. The order service provides to preserve stored data quickly and prevents deletions or loss of evidence. So here in this real-time investigation method, as per the Article 20 and 21, police can collect traffic data, that is who contacted whom, and content data, that is actually message content. The police can access these digital evidence as per the articles of 20 and 21. So that must be done in the real and only for the specific suspects and serious crime. So example tools for expediter reservations order is IMSA chatter, silent SMS, and mobile tower data collection or bulk data collections. So these are the examples tools for this expediter reservation order and intonations. So here what we are trying to say in this digital forensics, countries may also cooperate and share the real-time data for the investigation. Okay, and next one is international cooperation sovereignty. So here the principles of the sovereignty is police power is limited to their own country. Accessing evidence in another country without permission is illegal, even though they are official one. Without permission of the other country, they are accessing the evidence. It come under the illegal. That is the principle of sovereignty. So international cooperation. So the international cooperations playing a very important role in collecting the digital evidence. The international cooperation means another country. Suppose if we want to access the digital evidence that is available in the another country, we should access that digital data evidence in the legal manner. Without permission, they are accessing it is come under the illegal one. So securing evidence abroad, so must request a help from them that we have to do in the manner of requesting the assistance from the state where evidence is located is necessary. Okay, so here must request help from other country where data is located. This avoid that will be avoid the violations of sovereignty and narrowing focus. So here various procedures exist for the international cooperations against crime. So many international procedures exist. So here focus is on coercive measures, that is legal force and not required for collecting information from publicly available internet sites. And next one is mutual legal assistance, that is MLA. So versus public police cooperation This mutual legal assistance is used for formal legal requests between the countries. Formal legal requests between the countries, and for the police cooperation is useful help to prepare for the formal request. Two states involved, that is the requesting state and requested state, that is involving the request is seeking assistance and request is receiving the request. So this is what mutually legal assistance between the cooperation, that is mutual legal assistance versus the police cooperation. Here requesting state and requested state. Requesting means seeking the assistance, seeking the access, and that is received access is considered, receiving the access is come under the state. And the definition of the digital evidence, everyone we know very well. So digital evidence is nothing but we are collecting the digital devices for the investigations is come under the digital evidence. So digital evidence including data from the computer surveillance. So intercepted electronic communications not considered audio or video testimony. Police registry information. Information in the police registries is not considered as a digital evidence that come under the review of the law enforcement. So trans-border access to the digital evidence, that is accessibility versus geographical localizations. Localizations. So here problem cloud and internet may data access globally. So but legal question is where is data legally located? As per the Article 32B, a country can access the store data in another country if there is lawful and voluntary consent. So difficulties in this accessibility versus the geographical localization or to know exact physical location of the data, and this will be the challenges, and or to ensure consent is valid. So these are the terms we should concentrate if come under the trans-border access to the digital evidence. And mutual legal assistance. Here in this mutual legal assistance, basic principle is no country must help unless there is a treaty. So no country, they never, we have to give the, that is what we have previously we saw, seeking the request, request and receive. This request assistance and receiving the request. So this mutual legal assistance is playing the important role while collecting the evidence from other country, that is international cooperations. So formal request must be describe the crime, mention the legal sections and show the legal authority. So dual criminality, international conventions concerning mutual legal assistance, the dual criminality principles applies. So the dual criminality is nothing but crime must be punishable in both countries. Dual criminality principles, again I tell you, crime must be punishable in both countries and some flexibilities allowed. So here EU and that conventions simply cooperations. We have to cooperation, that is this meeting. We have the friend nature between the countries for the investigation method to collect the digital evidence. Formal cooperation procedures. Here, in the formal cooperation procedure for mutual legal assistance required for coherent actions, informal police contact may happen first. So subscriber data disclosure. In some countries, police can directly get subscriber data. Data protection law applies in international exchange. So next is single and joint investigation team. So help EU countries share the information quickly. That SIS is enable the rapid assistance and information transfer managed by the national central or states. Okay, so and next one is joint investigation team. So team formed by two or more countries supported by Europol and Eurojust. So Europol and Eurojust is support the setup of joint investigation team in Europe consisting of law enforcement representatives from at least two states. So that joint investigation team receives support from Europol and Eurojust in the term of tactical, technical and legal advice as well as the practical assistance. So they provide the legal advice, technical support and their practical assistance. That Europol and Eurojust is used to provide the legal advice, technical support, and practical assistance. This EU, that is EU role, that is EU role and EU rules is here simplifies the cooperations, and Eurojust, that is just to help the coordination, just help the friendly coordinations between the countries. So, as a Nordic country corporation, Nordic countries have the history of the close cooperation and increasing the efficiencies. So here difficult rules if a non-Nordic country involved. So here that EU role is playing that important role while collecting the investigation from other countries. International Police Cooperation and just Joint Investigation Team. Traditionally, police officers cooperated informally through the channel like Interpol or direct phone calls. So here there's informal cooperation through Interpol phone calls and liaison officers, so that Europol and EC3 plays a significant role in organ significant roles for the investigation the cybercrime. So here major role in fighting the cybercrime support organized crime investigation. They should support the organized crime investigation. So in this we saw about the preservations of the digital evidence, real-time surveillance, international cooperation rules, and mutual legal assistance, EU and international police cooperations. So next concept let me see in the future video. Thank you. Thank you so much.